Ms. Shelly, good afternoon. And
Good
thank
afternoon.
you so much for granting us this interview. I know it's really so difficult for you to be doing this, but it is also very important for us, for the world to know your story. Okay, so maybe you can start now. Can you tell us how did you learn about your son Omer being taken by the Hamas?
Okay, so on Friday night, Omer, after a Shabbat dinner, he went to a festival. I didn't know where is the festival. I knew that he went with his friends, and that's it. We went to sleep, and early in the morning, 6:30, we woke up to alarms and bomb shots.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, we called Omer, and he said that he's okay, and they will come back home later.
Mm-hmm.
In our crazy country, bomb shots, we are getting we got used to it,
Mm-hmm.
and I went back to sleep. I didn't imagine that my life will change into a nightmare. And then after my husband called him a few times, and then on 9 a.m. I called him because we saw that something bad happened. And I called him. He was in panic, afraid. He told me, "Mom, there is a shotguns here." We got in the car, in his friend's car, and we are trying to escape from here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I told him, my daughter told him, send us the live location. He sent us the live location, and the phone stopped. We saw in the live location that the point of the live location is moving all over, that it's not the right way, and it's coming into the near the board. My daughter start to cry, and she said, something wrong, Mom, there's something wrong. So I took the phone and I called him again, to tell him, listen, you are in the wrong way. But the phone was ringing and Omer didn't answer. And in live, we saw that Omer is getting into Gaza.
Mm-hmm.
After it, I understand that they tried to escape from the Hamas people, but they took them from their car and drove them into Gaza.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay. I understand that you mentioned in one of your interviews that you thought initially that it was just a mistake, that his location is already proceeding to Gaza. Can you tell us more about it?
yes, we didn't want to believe that it's true. So we denied it, and my husband went to Beersheba to try to find him in hospitals. He went from hospital to hospital, and I was in the house trying to call everyone from his friends, if somebody saw him, if somebody know where he is. I thought he was maybe running to the bushes, and he's there. He cannot call us, and that's I didn't imagine something else. And then on 8 p.m. evening, one of his friends called me. He told me, Shelly, I'm so sorry but I need to send you a video, and I think Omer is in this video. I immediately said, no, I don't want to see the video, please. So he sent it to my brother. And then we saw in the video that Omer is cuffed in his hand in a pickup truck. Voices of Arabs are all over. He was alive. He was looking good. He was moving, and that was the last time we saw Omer in this video. Yes.
And that was also the last time that you were able to talk to Omer on Saturday, or it was on a Friday that you last
No,
talked?
last time I talked with Omer on 9 a.m. in the morning, Saturday morning, when he was afraid and he was panicked. This is the last time that I talked with him. Yeah.
And you tried contacting him again, but you can no longer contact his line anymore.
No, his phone was ringing, but he didn't answer.
Immediately,
No, he didn't.
immediately during that time, you already realized, and it sank into you already, that he was already taken by the Hamas.
Oh, yes. Yes, immediately I understand it. I was in pain, in sorrow. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was crying like, oh, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. That was the time that I got to a nightmare. Until now, I'm in a nightmare. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat. I open my eyes in the morning and I'm afraid what the day will bring. I pray all day and night that Omer will come back home as soon as possible. And we are very, very, in a trauma, in a big trauma from that.
I understand in the last conversation that you had with your son, you were able to still find the location. Right now, if you're trying to contact him, is there still any location that shows? I'm not really adept to this. Is there
last time that the location of my phone son was on 9:45 a.m. The government came to us on Monday evening, and they told us that Omer was kidnapped by the Hamas. He is in Gaza. And the last time that the phone was in a location, it was inside of Gaza in 9:45 a.m. It was the last time, yes.
You mentioned a while ago that you keep on praying for your son to come back. Aside from prayers, how else are you coping?
So I am all over the day and nights. Shouting my voice to all over the world that they must understand that no mother in all over the world or father needs to feel like I feel. Imagine that your son is going to a party, that your son is going with his friends to have fun, to be happy, and then the day after, you don't know, murderers took him from the party. You don't know where he is. You don't know if they are beating him. You don't know if he's eating, if he's sleeping. You don't know nothing about him. And it's not only my son. There was families who were in their house, in their safe place, their house, and murderers came into their house and took them from their safe place. There was babies, there was children, there was mothers, fathers, grandmothers. Those murders take a lot of people from their house, from their festival, and I wanted to shout it all over the world that nobody needs to feel like that. Nobody. It's not a war. You must understand, it's not a war. War is between countries. The terrorists went and took from people from their houses and kidnapped them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what if, go ahead.
And it's I don't know what to do. I cannot help my son. The most important thing for a mom is to take care of her son and to help him. And I cannot do it to my son.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so hard. It's so hard.
Mm-hmm. I can just understand the pain, considering that I understand you even celebrated your birthday last Friday, and this is what's going to happen after.
So last Friday, not this Friday, last Friday, when October 6th, I had a birthday, and we went together, all of the family, to celebrate in a breakfast, and then we went to Jerusalem to travel, and we went and then we went back home, and on the ride home, I look at the sky and I said to myself, thank you, God. I have everything I want. I'm happy. I'm full of joy, and I have the lovers with me. And the day after it, some murders kidnapped my son. And I want to say that I have a problem with my breath, and I need a medicine for that. And I woke up in the morning and I didn't have a breath, and I took my medicine, and Omer, he had the same problem. And to thought about it, that he cannot take his medicine to breathe. It's so hard. It's so hard that the minimum that he needs to his health, he cannot have it.
What assurances have the authorities given you so far? Is there something like that the authorities of Israel have given you, at least to comfort you?
Nothing more than I do know that Omer is kidnapped, and they are doing the best they can to bring Omer and all the families back home. And that's what I do. I was meeting the prime minister. I was meeting the president, and it was the same thing, that they will do everything to bring back everyone home safe. And that's what I know.
How would you describe Omer? What kind of a son is he?
Omer is my sunshine. He is the little one. I have a 27 years old daughter, Dana, and 24 years old boy, Amit, and Omer is 21 years old. And like sunshine, everyone wants to be near him. He's a warm boy. He's every day he come, he kiss me 3 times. 1, 2, 3. He look at my eyes and he say, "Mom, I love you. Mom, I love you." And he likes music. Because of that, he was in this festival, and right now he needed to be in Amsterdam in another festival. He likes to. He's so funny. He's a funny guy, and he uh, uh, always helping everybody when he was child. So every time he was bringing me dogs and cats that he found, and he said, "Please, Mom, please, let's help them, let's take them home." And in school, where he will see a child that he's alone, so he will take him with him, and he will help him.
And how much do you
He's
miss
amazing.
this right now?
What?
How much do you
Sorry.
miss this right now?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to his room. He went from when he went to the festival, he leave his room like a teenager, with a lot of mess, clothes on the floor, and I said to myself, I will not organize his room till he will come back and organize by himself his room. So I'm getting inside his room every day in the morning, and I'm talking with him, and I'm telling him that he needs to be strong, and that I love him, and that I'm doing everything to bring him back home as soon as possible. And I pray to God that he will help us. I believe in God, and I believe he will help us to bring Omer back home.
What is your message to all the other families in the same situation?
So I am shouting not only my shout here. I am shouting all the families that in the same situation in that I have right now, that we must be strong for the hostages. We must be together, and to be in power, to bring them back home safely.
If there is a chance for you to talk to the Hamas, what message do you want to tell them?
I don't need to talk to the Hamas. I'm a mother. This is not my job to do it. My job is to say to all the mothers in the world that no mother needs to feel like I feel. This is my thing to say. Imagine, I don't know if you have a son or daughter or sister or brother, and imagine that he went to a party and murderers took him and kidnapped them. Just try to imagine it. And that's it.
Shelly, thank you so much. You mentioned to us a while ago that you are shouting this message. Don't worry, we will echo your message to the Philippines. And of course, I'm not yet a mother, but I'm teary-eyed with your story, and you'll be part of our prayers. Of course,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
all the
Thank you very much.
and of course the Israel, the whole country, and all those who are left victims of this war. You are in our prayers, and you will continue to be in our prayers. Rest assured of that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank
once
you very much.